5 steps to follow before investing your hard-earned money. Most people with or without an interest in investing have heard about Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world and the most successful investor. He's also known for his one-liners about investing, and most of us heard about his first rule of investing in one form or the other. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. His saying is tongue-in-cheek but encapsulates the goal of investing. No one invests money to lose. People invest to increase their wealth or for their retirement. But it's impossible to never lose money on your investment, no matter how many hours you research the company or sector because of unforeseen circumstances that impact your investments. A war can break out, a pandemic virus, or a tweet from the president. That's why you need the first rule before investing to protect your assets. In investing, you can hope for the best, but you have to be prepared for the worst. Rule 1 before investing, only invest money you can afford to lose. Everybody's needs and cost of living are different due to their personal circumstances and the country in which they live, for example health care expenses. But you can follow the step-by-step plan to calculate the amount of money that you can invest safely without negatively impacting your life, or in other words, money you can afford to lose. Step 1, monthly income and savings. The starting point of every investing journey is money. Write down your monthly income and savings. Step 2, list of expenses. Make a list of your monthly expenses to calculate your fixed costs. That's your rent or mortgage, your phone bill, but some of your expenses are yearly instead of monthly. Divide the yearly amount by 12 and add it to your monthly fixed costs. Step 3, safety net. If you have rent or a mortgage to pay, you need to be prepared for the worst-case scenario like losing your job and monthly income. You will need to have a safety net to cover the necessary costs such as rent or a mortgage, insurance, and groceries. The amount you set aside is based on someone's needs and priorities. I believe that you need a safety net of at least 6 months of your fixed costs to give yourself time to find another job and stabilize your monthly income. Step 4, emergency fund. In the most inopportune times, your car or fridge will break down and needs to be repaired, or even worse, you have to buy a new one. Set money aside for the repairs and save every month to replace your appliances or car. The amount depends on the price of your appliances and car and the depreciation period. If your car decreases in value to 0 in 10 years, you need to save to buy a car in 10 years. You can always buy on credit if you can't save the needed amount, but it's always more expensive than saving your money. Step 5, fun fund. I talked about the fixed monthly costs, safety net, and emergency fund, but you also need to enjoy life. Dedicate a part of your monthly budget to do the things you love, like eating out, going to the gym, and holidays. Our time on earth is limited. Why work hard if you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor? You need fun things to offset the daily stress of life and take your mind off them. You need a good balance between work and personal life for your health and to maintain relationships with loved ones. Calculate the amount you need for eating, holidays, etc., and add it to the list of expenses, because it's a necessary expense for your well-being. Step 6, do you have enough money to invest? You have listed our income and savings, and your monthly costs, safety net, emergency, and fun fund. Now it's time to find out if you have enough money to invest safely. In the first place, you need to calculate if you have enough of a safety net to invest. Are your savings equal to or more than the safety net of 6 months of expenses? If the answer is yes, then you have enough money to invest. If the answer is no, you need to save money until you reach the amount needed for your safety net, because you have to prepare for the worst. Do you have enough monthly income to set an amount aside to add to your investments? Subtract your monthly income with the expenses, including an emergency fund for repairs and the fun fund. If the calculation is positive, you could invest that figure every month. If your calculation is negative, I would reevaluate the expenses and cut the unnecessary ones to reach green numbers. Never invest money that you can't afford to lose. The intention is always to make more money, but you have to hope for the best and prepare for the worst.